So here we are. So we don't have any rescue missions up here. Everything here is for the moon except for this. So let's see here. We have everybody that we need right now. Can't do anything in R&D. So let's grab you know, I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. So let's just get something small. Okay, so I'm not familiar with this at all. So we're just gonna go ahead and that's the onion. Is that right? Onion. Test. So I don't know what this is going to do. I'm not familiar with it at all. All I know is no matter what you put on it, once this activates, everything that's connected to it is done. So we're gonna see what it is. Okay, apparently that's heavy. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of a more powerful engine on there. That was the wrong button. We want to revert back to the assembly. Let's take that off. That does not have a gimbal, does it? That did not. This does. Okay, that should give us more thrust. So we're going to see if this thing can drop. Alright, so here we go. let's see what this can do. Because I don't know. Okay, there's nothing else there. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay, and that does blow up. Okay, so I don't know, like, how we're supposed to do anything with that, but at least we know it blows up. It doesn't do anything special. It's not like a it's not like it can come in on its own and not explode. So we know that now. We need okay, so we're gonna work on Munar Lander. We're gonna see what we can do with that. So we need it to be lighter, or we need, actually, you know what? If we have, where are those? So it would be stability, command and crew. There we go. Let's see here. That is. Okay, we're just going to do this. We're going to take those. And put those there. Okay, so that might work. That's what I'm looking for. Thruster power 2, thruster power 1. Okay, this might actually work. So I think what we're going to do with those, so we're going to put 4 of those up there rather than only 2. Make sure it's not blocking anything. Okay, that should be good. So with those, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80 plus the monopropellant that's in there. It's 95 for monopropellant. I think we might be good with that. I think that right there might be a winner. So now, yeah, let's go ahead and see what this will do for us. Let's check all of our stuff here because we did add a few things. Okay, everything appears to be fine. Okay. So let's see if this is going to work. And Jeb is in the pilot seat. He is. And if this doesn't work, then we may have to think of something else. I know that we don't really need to worry about the wings. Ooh, look at that. There's Moon right there. So we don't need to worry about those wings because once the yeah, because once that last rocket, yeah, once the rocket that's right there is revealed, or yeah, once that rocket's revealed, those will be gone. So we really don't need to worry too much about cutting those wings off. So we can actually put a couple more RCS boosters right there if we need to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. We don't want the RCS on because the RCS, we don't want to use it right now. Let's get into our stage view. Okay, we're going to be fine right now. We're just about out of solid fuel in the small boosters. There we go, and we're gonna start making our turn. Okay, so let's wait for that to get up to right around 70. And let's actually put that right up here. That way we are spot on it right now, and we're actually going up and out. And I think we're going to let that get up to about 75. Okay, that right there will work. So add a minute 27 or 87 seconds. We want that to be at like 43 seconds for the burn. So we're doing all of this part without RCS. Okay, I think we're going to be a little bit short on fuel with that one, but we should have more than enough time to do any corrections that we need to do. Oh yeah, we should be fine. There we go. So there's our target. So we are right there, okay. Let's try right about here. Okay. Let's try that. We've not used any RCS yet. Okay, let's warp there. So that's a 1.5-minute burn, so we want to start the burn at about 45 seconds. Perfect. So let's get into this view right here. Okay, we don't want to focus the view up there yet. But eventually we will. That way we can get a closer view of everything that we're doing. So, and I think adding the thrusters that we did, I think that's going to make quite a bit of difference. I think we might be able to slow down enough this time. And there we go. So now let's focus on that. That's a long burn as well. So let's go ahead and do that. That's a 59-second burn. That is long, but I think we can manage that. This thing actually turns pretty easy up here. So if we warp up there, we will see that once that hits, we're going to be going up to there. Okay, so we want to start this burn right around 30 seconds. And he may not be coming back from this one right away, that's fine. Okay, about 10 seconds to go. Okay, and as long as we can circularize, which should not be an issue, then I think we might be able to stick this. Okay, we may have an issue. Okay. There we go, we circularized. That's something, right? So, let's warp up here. Go to the map. Okay, we want to turn retro. Where is... Okay, there it is, right there. Oh, nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. So we're going to be using a lot of it. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Let's warp all the way over to there. Turn our RCS off. Okay, so now, there we are pointed retro. We want to stay pointed retro. Oh, let's turn the RCS back on. Yeah, this one's not going to work either. Okay, that will definitely not work. So this still needs work. So we need to find a way to allow the whole thing to get to the moon. We want to get into lunar orbit. So this right here is what we want to get into lunar orbit with. If we have to use about half of this to get to lunar orbit, or about half of these tanks to get to lunar orbit, that's fine. But we need something that's got a little bit more. And I think I know what we might be able to do here. Let's take these off. Let's move these up. Okay, these should come down a bit. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. Because of you. Okay, that didn't quite work. There we go. So now we can take all that and put it right there. There. And actually we want those to go down a little bit. We can put those right there, even with that, and take that one, even with that, and we're good to go. Okay, so that's going to get us up a little bit higher. And that might actually help us break the atmosphere before we take those off. So, if we can do that, that would be great. And everything that's up there is fine. We didn't move any of those because we didn't need to. Okay, we moved that. Everything else is good. There we go. We want those to fire at the same time. And now, because of all that, we can actually start to make our gravity turn earlier. So this might actually work out better. And then the only problem that I foresee us having is our lander might be a little bit too heavy. But we will come to that when we get there. But I think we may have it this time. I think we can actually get there and circularize with the, yeah, circularize and have a little bit left in the very final stage. So we have our SAS, no RCS yet. Everything is good. Throttle up, and there we go. Oh, we got some roll. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're actually going to break atmosphere with that. That's great. Okay, oh. Let's do that, and I think with that we're going to be fine. There we go. So that's a 2-minute 6-second burn, so we're going to start burning at 103. That's a long burn, but I think we're going to be okay with it. Okay, so we're going to start burning at 103, and that is actually, let's do that. Okay, that's good enough. So that's a 209 burn. So we want to start burning at like 104. And on the plus side, we have just about all of our fuel left. So we really didn't burn any of it. Okay, so you can see that our, yeah, everything's going good right now with that. Go, and that's where we want to be. So I would love to get all of our... Yeah, I'd love to get completely in orbit with this. But I don't think we will. I think we messed up a little bit on our gravity turn. We messed up just enough that it lowered us. But I think we're actually going to be okay here. I think we're going to have... Okay, so that's a 1 minute burn. Okay, I don't really like that, but we might be fine. You know what? That'll work. So the moon will now be our target. If we go there, add the maneuver there. Oh my gosh. Let's try to get that. Okay. So that is really close. That's a, yeah, that's a 14. I like that. And yeah, that one's fairly straight. That's a lot better than it was last time. So we're going to warp all the way over there. So we want this to go right around 45 seconds again. Just like it was last time. We had about a 45-second burn, or 45-second time. About a minute and a half burn. All right. We should be able to make this. And then because of how close our periapsis is going to be, and I think we're actually gonna, yeah, we're gonna get there with some fuel. We might be able to do this. I think we're going to get there with over 100 units of fuel. Perfect. 93 units. That's not bad. We have no... Oh my gosh. Okay, so, nope. Let's turn retro and fix that real quick. Let's turn pro. There we go. I like that. I really like that. Okay. So, right up there, let's add a maneuver. Oh my gosh, we've got, yeah, this is great. Periapsis is going to be 12. I love it. That's a 9-second burn, and that's just a 9-second burn with where we had it. So, so that definitely works. So it will not be an actual 9-second burn. It will be quite a bit shorter. And we're going to have a lot of time to slow down. So let's go ahead and turn straight retro, which should be right about where it is. Okay, we want to zoom out just a touch. It's going to be 16 and 12. That's going to be nice. Okay, I think we've got this. So we're not even going to go full throttle here. We're just going to go with enough to really get it moving. There we go. That definitely works. So the apoapsis is at 17, the periapsis is at 10. And we still have 57 units of fuel left to slow everything down. And there we are. So let's warp a little bit so we can get into the light. And I don't even know if I have... Okay, I've got that. Which means I probably have this as well. I don't. There we go. We're going to keep that. Let's... Okay, where are we here? Store the experiment and board. So let's warp there. Let's get our SAS on. There we go. It is morning. We want to go complete retro. Okay, we want to make sure that we land in the sun here. Okay, there we go. So we want to get our orbital speed down as much as we can. Look at that, we are under 100. Let's turn our RCS on. Okay. So now we are going to start falling. We want to get that as close to the zero up there as we can. Look at that. Okay, so now So now let's go ahead and let it start to fall. Our surface speed should start to pick up a bit. That's fine. We have plenty of fuel to do this. We have the sun right there, so we should have... Okay, we might be coming in a little bit hot. Okay, we're going to let that fall a bit. And we are still pretty far ahead. Oh no. Okay, so as long as we can keep that top part intact, I think we could be fine here. I don't see my shadow. No. Okay, you know what? We're not... No, we want to, there we go. Alright, come on, come on, come on. As long as we can keep everything intact. Nope. We know we can get there with that, so now it's just a matter of more RCS. So we know it can get there. So let's revert to the vehicle assembly. We know what we need to do. So this can get there. We just need a little more RCS. And that really doesn't add a whole lot of weight. So this right here should be our moon lander. Everything should work. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to take about a 5-minute break, and we will be back. And we are back. So, what we did is we added 2 extra RCS tanks. 2 of those, or the monopropellant tanks. We added 2 of those right there and right there. So the balance is not off. Those are really light tanks, so that shouldn't upset the balance at all. It shouldn't upset the thrust to weight ratio, so we should be getting about the same. So we should be able to get to Moon again and circularize with the with our Terrier engine that we have right under there. So let's save that one so we have those extra tanks. And we're going to try to get our gravity turn early if we can. If we can do it without tipping, that would be great. So here we go. We are headed to the moon, and if Jeb does not come back right away, that's fine. We will hire another pilot and get him trained up, and that will be the rescue. So throttle's up, SAS is on, RCS is off, so we don't waste it. Everything in our staging looks good. So there we go. We've got a little tiny bit of drift. We should be able to fix that pretty quick. There we go. So we're just gonna roll that straight 90. Okay. Minute and a half burn, so that's 45 seconds. Again, same burn that we've been doing. That'll be right there. We should be able to do it with what we've got. So that's the one that we want right there. Yeah, and we're actually fairly straight too. But we want to be a little bit straighter here. Let's put that right there. That should be a little better. Okay, so we want to burn at about 45 seconds. Okay. So if we can do the full circularization with the with our second stage here. And that would be wonderful. But I think we're going to be close. I don't think we're quite going to hit it. Okay, we won't. Perfect. I like that. This should work. This should be okay. I don't think it's going to be ideal, but it should be okay. We should be able to make that transfer to the moon. And if we can make that exact same transfer that we did before, okay, there we go. If we can make that exact same transfer that we did before with, yeah, so we can burn like 130 fuel, and I think we'll be okay. There is moon. That's our target. Okay, everything is moving that way. Let's see about getting that even closer. Right about 14. That is 14 on the upper. That is, okay. So that's right about where we want it. That's a minute 43 burn. I would like it to be a little bit better, but I think with that we can definitely work with that. I don't think we're going to get better. Let's warp over to there. We want to burn, let's see, a minute 40. We'll call that a minute 45. Which would be 105 seconds, so we want to burn at 55. Yes. No, about 52, 53. Okay, there we go. So we want to burn between 52 53 seconds, and then we can make any corrections that we need to. So we're going to land this, I hope. That's the plan anyway. Okay, about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. The periapsis becomes the apoapsis. Okay, yeah, we should be able to do this. We should get there with between 90 and 100 fuel left. And that'll give us time to slow down, and then after that it is all about getting our speed down. And now that we have those 2 extra tanks, we should be able to do everything that we need to do in order to slow down enough Okay, that will kind of work. So now we can take this. There we go. That is right where I want it. The moon, focus. Add the maneuver. I want to get that just above 10. There we go. That should work. And that is 1:15. That one's going to be close, but I think with the extra RCS that we brought up, I think we might be okay. Yeah, we have 135 monopropellant. Whoop. Okay, let's go ahead and warp up there. So there's our encounter entry, which will put us there. Okay. So that is 75 seconds. So we want to go at about 37, 38. Alright, there we go. And actually, that's a lot shorter than I thought it was. That's shorter than it said it was, but that's okay. I would much rather the burn be shorter than it says. Okay, let's go that way a little bit, and there we go. That's where we want it, right there. So, the good thing is, when you're coming towards the periapsis, you're actually going faster than when you're going towards the apoapsis. So, and the reason for that is you are essentially falling from the apoapsis to the periapsis, and then you are essentially in a climb as soon as you reach the periapsis. So you actually slow down all the way to the apoapsis. So from right there, if we can add a maneuver, right about to there, that's a quick 3-second burn. And we just want a regular stability assist here. Let's warp up there. And you can see we are essentially slowing down right now. Let's warp to there. Okay, there we go. That should work. That puts us right in the middle of the light side. We still have a little bit of liquid fuel left, so we're going to burn that off once we get there. Let's warp there, and you're going to see once we hit that, yep, so our orbiting is going to start to climb a little bit because we are falling. So let's go ahead and burn the rest of that off. Okay, now we have RCS. Alright, so now what we're doing is we are burning off all of our orbital speed. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let all of that burn off. And while we wait, okay, we've already got the crew report. Gonna get out there and do an EVA. We're going to store that. Then we're going to board, and RCS is back on. SAS is on. And we have suborbital. Okay, they're just calling that in space near. That's fine. Let's close those off. Let's go forward a little bit. Once we reach Once we reach 10, yeah, once we reach 10,000, we're gonna go hard with that. Okay, so now let's see if we can land this. Okay, where is the sun? Yeah, we're going to be coming in a little too fast again. But we're going to give it everything we've got here. If this works, then it works. But I think we're going to be coming in too quick. I think we waited a little bit too long. Okay, that is everything that we have. So he is essentially a goner. Okay, I don't see that we can add any more RCS, but we're going to try. So, and actually what we could do we could actually load that up with 2 more. Put one up there like that. And do the same thing over here. And then because we don't have to worry about those wings, so we can actually do that. Okay, so that right there might actually work for us. We've got a few extra RCS tanks on there. And actually we should be able to fit 2 more. Yeah, let's fit 2 more on there. So we're going to load this thing down pretty good with RCS. And that right there should actually stop the spinning that we are encountering, because now everything should be completely balanced. So let's save that. And we're going to go again. So this will be our last attempt today. If it works, then we've got it. If it doesn't work, then we will be back on Saturday. So maybe before then I may come back on Wednesday with this. So we've got SAS, RCS we don't want on yet. There we go. So with that, let's get that, tip it right over like that, and oh, we don't want that to tip like that. We want it to be you know what, that right there will probably work. Whoop. There we go. Alright, we are in space. We have used 90 of our fuel, so we should be able to, at this point, get completely into orbit. So the estimated burn is 134. We want to cut that in half, so that is 94 seconds. That is about 47 seconds to the node is when we want to start to burn. We want to burn right on the blue. And we want to be as parallel as we can get here. Okay, so we're going full throttle, and looks like we didn't have any issues with the booster stage twisting us. So it looks as though we're going to be close to getting a full orbit here. Oh, it's going to be really close, but we're not quite going to get it with that stage. But we'll get it here. So we want to watch our periapsis as soon as that gets into the 70s. Okay, that will work. And we have a... Okay, that is fairly level. That's level enough to get us where we need to be. So the moon is our target. Should be right about there. We know that from our previous ones here. Okay, the moon periapsis is what we are watching. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. I think we're going to take that. That's a minute 45 burn. So at a minute 45, that's 105 seconds. So we would want to start that right after 50 seconds. It's about 52 to 53 seconds before we reach the node is when we want to start that burn. So let's do a warp over there to that side, and then we will get the transfer started. And I think with those 2 extra boosters and the 4 extra tanks, I think we should have more than enough to slow us down. And really, that's what we need to do. Everything else we've done has been fine. We've been able to get there. We've been able to get into our orbit. We've been able to descend. It's just we've been descending a little quickly. So again, right around 52 to 53 seconds is when we want to start our burn. And there we go. We should be able to make this transfer with what we have. And again, if we can get there with about 100 liquid fuel left, then we should be able to do our circularization, and we might be able to get pretty close to a round orbit. Okay, we can get out of our stage view now because everything is right. We should be able to get there with over 100. So we might even be able to use a lot of our liquid fuel to kill off our speed. Okay, let's do this. We want to turn prograde. Okay, that'll work, I guess. Actually, let's turn retro. Let's turn pro. That will work. Yeah. I'm okay with that one. We have 111 fuel left to correct up here. So now let's focus up there. Add a maneuver, and this will be a very quick maneuver. And we might even decide to go around a few times here. Let's take the periapsis down to as close to 10 as we can get. That works. That is a 5-second burn. And that should be straight retro. So let's warp all the way up there, and we can see everything is getting closer. Okay, so that looks to be a 5-second burn. And I think we're actually gonna go a little bit early here. Okay, not quite 5 seconds. That's a little over, but that's fine. We're gonna have a lot of fuel left. Let's grab that. There we go. And then let's come over here, add a maneuver. That should work. And actually, I think what we want to do is we just want to warp right over here, and we're just going to go ahead and kill off as much speed as we can here. And that's going to be close enough to that we're just going to lock onto our retro. And we're just going to go ahead and kill it. Okay, that's going to put us there. That's fine. Okay, as soon as we run out of fuel, we're going to take Jeb out on a quick EVA. Get that. Store, we'll board. RCS, SAS. Okay, let's not use our RCS yet. Okay, let's actually do that. Okay. So now we have plenty of RCS fuel. We have a couple extra thrusters. There we go. We have... Wow. Okay. I think we're going to be okay. We have over half of our RCS left, and we're not doing terrible here. Landing gear is down. Let's turn some lights on. Okay. So we might be able to pull this off. We might have a successful moon landing. Of course, it might be completely botched. I don't quite like where we're landing, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's, extend our antennas. So now if this does work, then we have our Munar Lander. Let's turn 2 of those off. There we go. We can see where we're at now. We have our shadow. So we should be falling on a fairly flat surface, I hope.